So the plight of migrants seeking refuge is always a humanitarian crisis, but tonight we are dealing with a horrific human tragedy. So I would urge you all to think compassionately and pray for the deceased, the ailing, the families, and we hope that those responsible for putting these people in such humane conditions are prosecuted to the fullest extent of the law. So this is a federal investigation, but I'm going to turn it over to Chief McManus to talk a little bit about the city's initial response, and you'll hear from Chief Hood as well, and then Councilmember Rocha Garcia will provide some for our Spanish media.
Thank you, Mayor. So I want to emphasize that this is preliminary information and it could change. So the first call came in at about 10 minutes to 6 this afternoon. A worker who works in one of the buildings up here behind me heard a cry for help, came out to investigate, found a trailer with the doors partially open, opened them up to take a look, and found a number of deceased individuals inside. So we have 3 people in custody. We don't know if they are absolutely connected to this or not. This investigation has been turned over to HSI. It is now a federal investigation. Turned it over to them about probably 2 hours ago. But right now we've got 3 folks in custody. And again, this is all preliminary information. I'm going to turn it over to Chief Hood.
Good evening, Charles Hood, San Antonio Fire Department. Approximately 6 this evening, San Antonio Fire Department responded to 9600 Quintana Road for a report of a dead person. Engine 52 arrived and found the trailer, as Chief McManus mentioned, with a body outside and several that they could visibly see inside once the doors were opened. At this time, we have processed approximately 46 bodies that have been triaged and tagged and declared deceased at this time. Fortunately, we were able to transport 16 people. 12 of those are adults and 4 pediatric. All of them were conscious at the time upon transportation. First patient was transported at 7 minutes after 6, with the last one being transported at 6:57. So a mass casualty with the triage involved. It went very smoothly and very quickly. The patients that we saw were hot to the touch. They were suffering from heat stroke, heat exhaustion, no signs of water in the vehicle. It was a refrigerated tractor trailer, but there was no visible working AC unit on that rig. At this time, we have released all our companies back in service. We used approximately about 60 firefighters, 20 fire engines, and 10 medic units, of which we transported to various local hospitals throughout this city. So it is our hope and prayer that the conditions of those that were transported will improve as we speak. We are currently putting those 60 members through critical incident stress debriefing. Again, we're not supposed to open up a truck and see stacks of bodies in there. None of us come to work imagining that. So we're working through the behavioral health for our folks right now. I'll turn this back over to Dr. Garcia and answer any questions that you may have later.
Can you just confirm that the numbers that you just gave?
Yes, sir. 16 transported, 12 of those adults, 4 pediatric, and 46 that are deceased.
Chief, what were the conditions of those that were transferred?
All heat-related injuries and no fatalities of peds that we know of. Thank you.
Buenas noches, soy la concejal Rocha García del Distrito 4 y estamos aquí muy tristes esta noche por lo que pasó. Hubo 46 personas fallecidas el día de hoy aquí en un cajón. Estuvimos transportando a 16 diferentes personas a hospitales de la área, incluyendo a 4 niños. les pedimos por favor que les recordamos que esta es una investigación federal, entonces esta toda es información preliminaria, es lo que sabemos ahorita. Nuestros bomberos estaban aquí, nos llamaron a las 5:51 de la tarde, respondimos con 20 diferentes unidades y esa es la información que tenemos ahorita. Les pedimos que por favor tengan compasión con las familias que venían a buscar una mejor vida para sus familias, que por favor mantengan a aquellos que aún están con nosotros en sus oraciones.
Concejal, 46 muertos entonces.
Correcto, 46 muertos.
¿Cuántos de los muertos son niños?
No sabemos cuántos.
Mayor or Police Chief, can you talk about whether there hasn't ever been a case of this large number of dead in a human smuggling case in our county, in our city?
No, there is not. This is the largest that's been in this city as far as I can recall.
Can you clarify whether these 3 people in custody, were they drivers? Were they among the group?
Yeah, I'm not going to get into that because it's now a federal investigation. That's in HSI's ballpark right now.
Is SAPD assisting the feds in looking for anyone at this point?
We offered any kind of assistance that they needed. They are handling it by themselves right now.
Do you know where these were coming from, where they were going? And we heard some reports of people maybe seeing some of these folks, individuals running.
No, we came across this truck after the call came in.
Concejal, ¿me puede dar un mensaje para las familias en nuestros países que se van a enterar de lo que pasó con sus seres queridos, por favor?
Sí, bueno, les ofrecemos nuestras más sinceras condolencias. Sabemos que estas familias venían para darle una oportunidad nueva a sus familias. La ciudad de San Antonio es conocida como una ciudad con mucha compasión, entonces a todos nos apena mucho que haya pasado esto aquí en la ciudad, pero a las personas que aún sobreviven, que están en los hospitales, les estamos asegurando que van a estar tratándolos con la caridad más merecida que se merecen unas personas que han sufrido tanto.
Chief,
Mayor,
what
can you talk about
Could you
what
tell the
the
condition of the people that have been sent to the hospital, or what state they're in, how bad it was? Do you have some that are just, that are all right?
All of them that left in our ambulances, we're very hopeful that they're going to survive. In a triage situation like this, we made sure that everyone that we came across, all those 46, we put them on a 12-lead monitor to make sure that there were no signs of life, no electrical activity whatsoever. We found that in them, but the ones that we did transport, we do hope that they're all going to survive. They were, again, suffering from heat exhaustion, heat stroke, the same things that any of us would get if we're out in the elements for a long period of time without any water. But again, we're hopeful that they're all going to survive. A couple of the P's that we sent off last, again, they were conscious and alert, but just, again, very weak. None of these people were able to extricate themselves out of the truck. So they were still in there awaiting help when we arrived.
Were there
Chief, when
any
you
air
say that they
holes in
weren't
the
able to-
truck or anything like that?
None that I've noticed. And again, interestingly enough, we had the hot truck a couple years ago, and you could see things like that. Really didn't notice anything with this truck.
Chief, when you say they weren't able to extricate themselves out, what do you mean by, were they not able to
Joey,
get out?
meaning just being too weak in state to actually get out and help themselves.
So
Do
who
you
opened
have
the
any
door for them? Do you know how they got out, the ones that they found on the ground?
Some got out, again, but we don't know all of that. But again, the majority of people that we transported, we helped them out and made sure they were transported to appropriate facilities.
Do you have any idea how long they had been in there based on what their...
No, I don't have any idea at this time.
What are the ages of the pediatric patients?
I don't know. We're checking on that. And again, I don't want to be too specific on that, but they are, teenagers, young adults that we found.
Is there anybody here with a Mexican consulate or something like that?
Not to my knowledge. I think that's being attempted right now.
So, Chief, do you know if these folks are migrants?
I have no idea, Joey.
Okay.
Chief, are these mostly men? Are they women? Is it a mix of?
It's going to be a mix, absolutely a mix. And going up, looking at the scene, there's a mix of males and females that are deceased.
The dead are children?
No, that we've
there
found. We have not found any dead pediatrics at this time.
I can see somebody with a Mexican consulate probably can you just to let us know why, por qué la presencia del.
Tony, what's your question?
Yeah, if I can see somebody with a Mexican government over here, and why do we know if they're Mexicans, and that's why he's here or something?
I don't know that, Tony.
Do they have any IDs?
That I don't know either.
Chief, are you able to tell us any of their national origins? Do you know if any were
No,
American citizens?
not at this point.
Do you know what language they communicated in?
I don't.
Do you know if they were coming from Laredo or?
I don't.
When the truck was found, it was on the side of the road, but the three suspects that are in custody were still there. So did you think that it just
Actually, they weren't. So,
Okay.
but beyond that, I'm going to leave it vague.
Okay.
Again, this is an HSI federal investigation right now, and beyond the general details of what happened and who was injured, how many were injured, we're not going to go into anything further than that.
And is
Police chief,
HSI
what
already on the
happens
ground? Or
HSI was here probably 3.5 hours ago, and
Mayor.
we spoke, and within about 45 minutes after that, they took over the investigation.
Chief, are you confident that everybody who was in the truck has been accounted for? There's no.
No, I'm not. We had our canines out here going through the woods, and we may have to do that again tomorrow in the light of day.
So is there any indication as to how many people were at one point in that truck?
No.
I have a question for the mayor. Mayor, a couple of years ago, the city of San Antonio had an office helping migrants, just giving water. We noticed that there is a lot of them now, kind of stopping in Travis Park. Is there any idea of to redo the same thing or not, maybe?
Yeah, we have been working to assist migrants who are here seeking asylum, as we have throughout the year, every year. We know that there's been increasing volumes over the last 6 months, 12 months related to the policies, but our work again is to provide humanitarian assistance. This is a far different situation than what we see.
What can the city do for those 16? What can the city do for those 16 who are in the hospital? What can the city do for them?
Well, I mean, they're going to provide medical aid and try to revive the folks and make sure that they get healthy. Beyond that, this again is a federal investigation, and so related to what happens with that part of it, we're going to have to wait for the federal teams to brief us.
Mayor, what is your reaction? This might be one of the deadliest human smuggling investigations, and it's happening right here in our community.
It's tragic. There are that we know of 46 individuals who are no longer with us, who had families, who were likely trying to find a better life. And we have 16 folks who are fighting for their lives in their hospital. Our focus right now is to try to bring aid to them as best we can, but this is nothing short of a horrific human tragedy.
One more question.
Mayor, this is not the first time this has happened. In 2017, there were 10 people found dead in a Walmart, and we see smuggling incidences like this happen all the time. What can the city do to help prevent these from happening again, because they keep happening?
Well, you're asking, how do we solve the migration crisis in North America? I don't know if the city has the answer to that. Our job is not to ask why. Our job is to ask how we can help. And so that's what you're seeing with the medical assistance. And then as far as the federal investigation goes, that's in the hands of the feds. And then, I'm sure there'll be more questions and hopefully some answers as we move forward.
Thank you all very much.
That's it. Thank you.
So is there anybody from HSI